Abs already here. Like, what more fat do I have to do? This is gonna be all from my ass and my legs, and my back. Those are all the fucking shit that's gonna disappear from. I'm gonna have striation on my cheeks, bro.
Dude, striations on the cheeks is some like gold standard of anime and Street Fighter characters.
Facts, like Baki shit. Oh
yeah,
man.
Baki shit.
got a Baki ass on you.
Fucking, like your fucking ass inwards. The bottom part of it flexes in towards your ass crack like this, and then there's striations on that bitch, bro.
If you ain't build that ass right, it's gonna look weird.
Yeah, so you warm up with 500 pounds of your squat.
Yeah, hip thrusts.
And then your working sets are fucking 1,200 pounds at least. And you get these striations on your ass.
Be like, a slight flex, right? Is bring up hip thrust for whatever reason. If there's a girl you like over there, it's like, hey, hip thrust. What's your hip thrust max, bro?
How you pull up at the gym,
bro?
Hey, yo, ma.
Bro, there was this one.
What's your hip thrust looking like?
Cause like I randomly said something about hip thrust, right? And that girl, that redhead chick, she was the one. She was the one that like she was like sitting there, was like, wait, what's your map? What's your max of hip thrust? And I was like, and I said like, what was it? It was like 2 plates and like 25, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, And she just left it. And she was like, interesting, and left it like that. I'm just like,
your ass isn't as strong as mine, is it, mate?
I was like, she wants to know. I see. Bitch wants to know.
Indeed. It's important to do those hip thrusts. Men eat ass too, best believe.
That's facts, bro. You just look weird with no ass, man. You know. I'm ass on a man. You don't think about it consciously.
It is attractive,
but you gotta have.
But it's not too much ass.
No, not too much ass. You know, and you start to question. It's like if you're walking from afar, you're like, is that a chick with the fast ass, or is that a dude?
Yeah, that's not good. But some dudes are built bad.
Yes.
Like some dudes actually like got the nice like curve on the lower spine.
Bro, if we're recording, we're gonna be looking sus as fuck.
We are recording. But you remember like there's dudes who like actually have their shit out like this and they're just carrying a load. They just have cake. So much cake.
Yes,
I'm like, dude,
for no reason.
That sucks. You want like cultivated ass as a man. You want like good football player butt cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you have like swamp ass on you as a normal genetic thing. That is
oh my god,
fucked up. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, you just
this man's squats is gonna get worse.
Dude,
he's gonna be carrying around a fucking trunk the rest of his life, and he's a guy.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just most of it's gotta be fat, right? Is this fat placement? Yeah, it'd have to be. Cause like sometimes I remember like back in high school there was a few of these motherfuckers, right? And I'm just like, bro, did you just like, is that all in the gym or is that fat? Like I don't know. I didn't spend much time thinking about it though, cause you know what I mean. It's kind of sus. Kind of sus about thinking about another man's ass, but.
There's nothing wrong being gay.
Hey, wrong for me.
Just don't put it on every TV show. Right?
There's that too. Just don't put it in every fucking form of entertainment that exists.
Just to prove a point. Fucking
annoying shit.
Alright. So, what were we saying before?
We were talking about picture this young man. Right?
Okay, we're picturing young man.
Picturing this young man. He is trying to become, let's say, I don't know, fucking businessman, right? fucking reaching for the heights out here. He reaches a roadblock, right? And now he has to be faced with this question. This question is gonna define, right? How he answers questions, how it is how he's going to be defined, right? This is gonna show him how, like, what kind of man he is, right? He now has to reduce desire or increase sacrifice. Reduce desire and turn back around, or increase desire. Or increase sacrifice to
get something that
to
he
get
wants.
to go through that obstacle.
Yeah. So over the past couple, I'm not trying to project like some sort of teacher, like we just fucking
like we just fucking talked about. Yeah.
But like, so we were talking about, where did you hear this line? Ink. So you can reduce desire or increase sacrifice. Where did you hear this?
So
it's on a Twitter post somewhere. Right?
Yes, it is on. I heard it from. So on Twitter, there's a guy called Deja Vu 2020. 22. This Deja Vu 22. If you look him up on Twitter, he is the best guy when it comes to mindset, metaphysical shit, all that kind of jazz, right? And he is the one that introduced me to that quote.
The first time I heard that quote, it hit so hard because it's just so fucking true, right? Like,
facts, bro.
Every time,
it's so simple.
It's so simple. Like, every time you want something, you have two choices. You can do whatever the fuck it takes to get that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or you can drop it. Right? And when you drop it, you definitely do what you can to reduce desire for that thing. Mm-hmm. That way, it doesn't cause turmoil in your head.
Yeah.
Right? That can be like a cope. That can be just forgetting about it altogether. But like, I like, this makes me think of a recent example in my life, right? So I want to buy a BMW M340i, right? Now, if I were to get this car, then I would certainly have to increase sacrifice, because though I can buy it somewhat comfortably, I would have to not save in massive amounts to attribute to future investments. Okay? And so I can either increase sacrifice and try and make it work. Say I got the car and things went south, to put together everything I can to make like a side hustle or make it work, right? So that's increasing sacrifice. That's reducing my means, maybe not eating out as much, and doing all these things for a car, right? Whether you think it's dumb or not, like a car is dumb or not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not the point, right?
Right.
Or I could just I keep myself from not wanting the car somehow, you know, by like, and I actually did do this later on, was I went on YouTube and then just like thumbs down or stop showing me content like this on all the cars.
Not interested, yeah.
Right? Because I wanted to remove it from my daily life, right? Because that's what kept me wanting the car and reminding me about it. So I had the opportunity to get like the most spec'd out like BMW M340i. And I was literally going to take a road trip to New York to go get it. But on the day I was planning to do it, I get a call that it's basically, hey, sorry, not available. So like, as I'm prepared to go get this car, now it gets taken from me, right? So I was willing to make that sacrifice. But now that I can't get the exact one I want, I had to drop my desire for it, right? And so now I've basically introduced a bit of gratefulness into my life for the car I do have, which I do like and I do enjoy, and just sort of like putting it out of sight, out of mind, right? So I mean, I can be a little bit abrasive with myself and say that's a cope, right? Or I can just continue the hunt and obsessively go online and search for it, even though it may induce a short period of time in my life where like I just can't save as much as I want to. Right? Some people are gonna say that's stupid, doing all that for a car, and I'm telling you, go fuck yourself, right? Because I don't care. Like, I can see how people that don't care about cars whatsoever, you know, think that's dumb, right? But when you live where we live, and everywhere you go is 30 minutes away, and work is half an hour, 25 minutes and half an hour away, and all you basically spend approximately an hour in your car every day. Add that up, right? That's 7 hours a week, 14 hours every 2 weeks, 28 hours a month you spend in your car.
Fuck.
Don't you want it to be fast and fun if you care about that sort of thing? Okay, so that was my justification for wanting such a thing. Also, I just like cars and like I'm about that shit. But that's it. That's it. The reason I bring that up is because like I did both. You know what I mean? And I suppose we were sort of talking about how when you're faced with something, this line almost shows you what kind of a man this man is, right? You can sacrifice more, increase your drive and your obsession towards something to get it at all costs. That's one extreme. Or you can become a monk and drop ego and desire to not let anything materialistic affect you at all. What kind of man are you?
And of course, you know, these are extremes, right? But of course, like majority of people are in the middle. Like they're like right. They're like these are the extremes: monk or fucking
monk or Uber businessman.
Uber like
Uber drive hella CEO guy.
Yeah,
right?
super drive man. Right? We got the motherfuckers in the middle, and that's and it's there's most of the people who are in the like, you know, on the side of the monk right here, dropping desire, but they're a little bit closer towards the middle here, right? Right. There's a lot of people I know and of course we know, right? A lot of people we know who are just fine with the regular. You know what I mean? You know, their desires already decreased and they're just fine with everything that's around them. You know what I mean? There's no necessity to sacrifice
nor drive.
That's about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything is taken care of at this point. You know what I mean? Everything sort of automatically runs on autopilot that's been set up by someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's been no need to lay the groundwork. Sure, you may have done your things. There's a few things that you like did, like go to school, right? But other than that, like was there like a crucial pivotal decision that you made that like affected your life from then onwards? They never really had to make that choice. Everything else was sort of like, okay, next step, society says I should go do this.
You know,
it's a
so in a nutshell, it's autopilot.
Yeah, exactly. Autopilot.
Autopilot.
You know what I mean?
That's autopilot.
Just checking off the boxes.
Yeah.
You know?
So so you get put up with, okay, here's what you gotta do with your life. Okay? You get through elementary school, you get through middle, high, you go to college, you get a decent paying job, you get a girl, you watch sports, you drink beer, help your family out till you die. Are you cool with that? Did you even ask yourself if you were cool with that? You know what I mean? And so I think we a lot of people just don't have drive. They don't have drive. You know, we're talking about this impasse that you may meet. But you know what's crazy? So you come to a decision to either be more monk or CEO, right? People don't even understand that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they don't even get to the point where they choose. They don't even know they're making a choice.
Exactly. They just come as a template of hey, reduce the desire, right? They don't even. There's nothing to want, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing more that they can desire other than like, you know, little trinkets here and there. You know what I mean?
Fucking betting on DraftKings.
Yeah. Facts. that's as high as it goes, bro. Going to Miami, fucking getting twerked on by you know, strippers with fucking getting all that fucking what's
that ass water, that sweat, that
booty
sweat juice.
God damn.
Yeah. So there was something else we talked about at Roosters too. There was like, I don't know, like it's just what kind of man do you want to be?
Yeah. What kind of man are you? You know what I mean? Are you a man that wants to do that? Like, you know.
Are you a man with a fire that wants to just get as much as he can and accomplish as much as he can in his lifetime, or are you sort of that? Hey, be very low on materialism. Be real. What's that word I'm looking for? Be real.
Minimal.
Minimal. Yeah. Be minimal and drop materialism and just kind of like bring on cheapness in a way. Mm-hmm. Like let's be honest. Like that's what you're saying. Just be cheap and keep saving your money. Yeah. Because you're telling me these things that most people want are meaningless, right? Mm-hmm. And in my eyes, I'm like, well, I mean, there's as much meaning as you put in towards something as you make it out to be. Like, you telling me your car is meaningless doesn't make it any less meaningless to me. Because I think it's fun. And I obsess over cars. And I love the way they sound. And I love how you can tune them, make them go faster. You just don't give a fuck about cars. That's different. But your obsession is fucking, like, guitars. And I'm like, the fuck? Right? I don't know.
How
increased sacrifice or reduced desire?
I don't know where my mind was getting this from, but it was like I don't even know how to like what kind of example would there be of this, but there was something where I had an idea or thought about how society is sort of like conditioning everyone to not really try that hard. You know what I mean? There's like a little bug in our head, right, that tells us not to try too hard. Don't be a try hard. That sentence right there, right? And that sort of that I think that's what stops us from going all fucking in, right? Because it's like, oh, if I'm not gonna go all the way, why even like try? You know what I mean? Or I don't want to seem like that guy. Let's say at work, for example, right? You know, you're not getting much money. You want to get more money. You want to get promoted, right? But at the same time, you don't want to be that guy that walks into work and it's just all about work. While everyone's joking around, while everyone's making fun, you're just fucking laser at work, even though you're at the fucking lowest position, right? Hey man, take it easy. Quit being a tryhard, right? You're fucking you're fucking going fucking ham. You're going like, you're going above and beyond for customers. You're putting that shit in, right? That thing doesn't just carry over it carries over from work into all areas of your life from then onwards. Like, cause like the first time we've ever heard that phrase was in school, right?
Don't be a tryhard.
And see how that affected you, right? You never really wanted to be a straight A student. Couple B's, couple C's here and there. It's all right. Now this is more my liking, right? I'm comfortable here. Don't be such a tryhard. That voice echoes in your mind. Don't be a tryhard. You get
be easy.
Don't show us all up, right? Again, it's another thing that mirrors the whole idea of the masses hating on the people who've done extremely well in life, like the billionaires and all that shit, right? Hating on them for their success.
Yeah.
Right? Don't be a try-hard. The sort of like crabs in the bucket.
Come down to our level.
Come down to our level. You should share that shit with us, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, even though rich people don't owe you shit.
Yeah, exactly. Quit hogging all the success. Meanwhile, like
I'm saying this as a person that isn't rich. I'm not rich.
Like what they had to do what they had to sacrifice to get this thing, right? This is a law. See, this sentence, reduce desire, increase sacrifice. This is like. This is a law of the fucking universe.
Yeah, you can't avoid this shit.
You can't avoid
what
shit.
Are you doing right now? Are you increasing desire, or are you reducing desire, increasing sacrifice?
What are you going to do?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It doesn't even apply to like. It's just it's a sentence that's always in motion.
Yes.
Always in motion.
Like no matter what you do, if you ask yourself that question when it comes to like, let's say, getting what you want, it's like, all right. Let's say, you wanna get like $5 million, right? $5 million. You know, you go to work, you come home, you barely get enough time to fucking, work on your side business, right? You work on it for an hour, cool. A month goes by, you've only done so much, progress on it. You sit down and ask yourself, is it even worth it? Right? And then you come upon this quote, reduce desire or increase sacrifice. Now you're left with a choice. Either you turn down the you reduce desire for that thing, the $5 million. Either you reduce that or you increase the sacrifice. You put all your chips in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That thing just hits so hard, bro. Every day, bro.
Because now that we know what the line is,
yes,
it's stuck to our psyche. And now everything we fucking do is like, are you gonna increase desire or fuck? I keep getting it wrong.
Reduce desire, increase
desire, increase sacrifice. Right? Like you want to lose fat, bro. Okay? Are you gonna drink as much? Are you gonna go eat out with your friends today?
It calls you out.
Yeah. This sentence, if you stick it to your head, you're always asking yourself, am I sacrificing more or am I reducing desire more?
Mm-hmm. Or am I gonna have to?
Yeah. Again, unless you're an extreme and you're a monk, this is what you're playing with without even knowing. Every fucking choice you make on a day-to-day basis, you're reducing desire or increasing sacrifice. And you really can't apply that to anything, right? You think about it, right? Like you want to get fit, right? You gotta wake up early.
Yeah.
You don't want to wake up early because it doesn't feel good, and I'm tired. Well, what are you doing? You're gonna increase your sacrifice to get what you want. You're gonna reduce the desire, and then face like mental turmoil. Because you're not giving yourself what you want.
Exactly.
So if you want to reduce that turmoil in your head, then you stop wanting it. You say, working out's kind of overrated.
Yep.
Dude, we're all gonna grow and die one day anyway, right?
Yep.
You don't care to like age gracefully or be able to hike when you want when you're fucking old.
All the people who, became fat, overweight, super overweight, those are people who chose at the end of the day
to reduce desire all the time.
Yeah. They decide to cope, reduce desire. And this is not saying that if you choose to let go of something, like reducing desire, the phrase reduce desire, increase sacrifice pertains to anything, but it doesn't mean that if you chose to reduce desire in that thing, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It could just mean that thing isn't serving you at this moment. You know what I mean? Because as everyone has their own path in life, right? Who are we to judge the person who decided that he doesn't want to work out, right? Cool. It's all cool. Hey, it's what you want to do. At the end of the day, this is the choice you have to make, right?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you to reduce that desire.
Maybe working out wasn't
not your thing.
Worth it to the guy. Maybe the guy's actually like a multi-millionaire because the time he needed to use to work out, he just used like bettering his business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so he's fat, but like, man, he's rich and does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So That be that. That's crazy. Literally anything, bro. Literally, you can tack that on to any decision you make.
Hell, and I was even thinking when it came to like the Muay Thai thing, where I was thinking like, bro, what do I want to do here? You know what I mean? Because like I'm my image of the guy I want to be, right? I want to be someone that's like good at fucking fighting, fucking money, all this other shit. Just every box fucking ticked, right? Every box ticked. For the things that I want, bro. Hey, listen, you're gonna have to sacrifice
Mad hella.
Mad hella. Or you can tone that down a bit. Tone it down a bit. Don't go to Muay Thai all the time. Just tone it down a bit. Or just take it out. Hey, at the end of the day, it is your choice. Life goes on. Your life will be just the same. It won't be any worse. Or, I mean, depending on what you do.
Depending on what you do.
Again, it is your choice, right?
It is your choice, yeah.
But as long as you're able to live with it.
We're also not telling you to not work out.
Exactly. We're not saying that. We're not fucking saying that.
Somewhere out there, we're justifying someone's fucking laziness. They're gonna be like, yeah, I don't need to work out.
Hey, but if that makes you happy, bro, who the fuck am I to say don't work out? You know what I mean?
Playing Mario all day is like...
If that's fucking peak, if that is peak existence, bro.
For you?
Why the fuck, you know, who am I, bro?
Yeah. And you know what's crazy, too? When you choose to do one thing, you almost are automatically doing the other. There's a duality in this. The guy that reduces desire to go out into the real world and live like a true life, right? And he reduces desire for that. It means he sacrificed that to play Mario all day. Think about that. Ooh.
Yeah.
As soon as you do one thing, you sacrifice another too.
That's so true.
So though you choose to do one, you're automatically doing the other. You're doing both all the time.
Wait. So reducing the desire for one thing means that you sacrifice that thing.
Yes.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's both. You're always doing both.
Always, either
you're
way,
not choosing to do one.
something.
You're not choosing to do one and tipping the scale that way. You're doing fucking both all the time.
You're sacrificing either way.
You're always sacrificing, and you're always reducing desire. You're always you've got your foot on the gas and the brake pedal, bro. Just full fucking both.
You're just fucking shuffling here.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Interesting.
Think about that. If you want to be a CEO, then you're increasing sacrifice. You're sacrificing your time, but you're also reducing your desire to spend time doing other things, like with your family, say, to be successful at being a CEO.
That in itself is a sacrifice.
And a reduction of desire. And maybe his desire to be with his family isn't reduced, but he kind of naturally has to a little bit and sacrifice time with the family and the hardships that may bring to do this thing. You're always doing both.
Man. Because at the same time, it's like when you're left with a thing, the desire to do the other is always there. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Wash my hands.
That makes so much more fucking sense. Yeah. Damn.
You like the Rogan podcast? Can you pause that?
Yeah,
I gotta go take a piss.
To the bathroom. Yeah.
I gotta take a piss. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I gotta take a piss. We'll be right back. All the shufflings of the mic and shit.
Oh fuck! I don't have the water. That's crazy, dude. You're always doing both.
Always sacrificing somehow, man.
Yeah. We don't have a choice to give you.
I guess
you don't have a choice. You're making both choices.
Yeah.
All the time.
The constant is the sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's the one constant.
Yep.
Huh.
There's a term in economics that like always holds true. Every time you choose to do something, you are inducing an opportunity cost. Every fucking time. Everything you do is an opportunity cost.
Yes.
Everything you do is causing an opportunity cost. When you choose to follow one thing, you're giving up another. Always. Always holds true.
You can't do everything.
You can't do everything.
You have limited energy. You have limited resources.
Yeah.
So, time allocation, all this other stuff,
Yeah.
If you choose to do one thing, you're choosing to forego the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you choose to work less, that way you have more time, you're sacrificing money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you're getting more time. That makes you feel good, then by all means, right?
Like which one gives you more of what you want?
Yeah. You're never not sacrificing something, dude. Never.
This just makes you realize how much control of your life you actually do have.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel like you don't have control, understand you do have control every day, every second of your life. You have 100% control.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I did fuck up on. When I felt like I really did feel like I never had any control.
You always have control.
I always have fucking control.
You can't ever blame other people or the world for like what's happening in your life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I don't know, like obviously if someone fucking shoots you in the leg, you don't have control of their actions.
Right, yeah.
But there is a level of control on like what you do and how you go about it.
Yeah.
So like though there are so many things you can't control, there are so many things you can. You cannot. I'll say this: you cannot cease the control you do have, or you basically hand your life over on a silver platter to chaos.
Yes, and that's what it was. It wasn't like I wasn't really blaming because I know it's not good to blame others for your mishaps. Blame yourself, right? I kept that, right, but then I also took away the responsibility. This also goes into like what I remembered here with apathy, right? So I'm looking over this for example, like the fucking map of consciousness from David R. Hawkins and shit, right? Yeah. And on the scale here, on this map of consciousness, he has here. Let me pull this up. Here, pulls it up, and then you see apathy right here. And I made a connection as I was just doing shit in my head here, right? The predominant emotional state for apathy is despair, right? And then, of course, I took this exercise only because like I wanted to make a video on this and shit.
Yeah. And
also I wanted to sort of explain how one can get over this. So I figured I'd do this little exercise to try and see if I can come to the realization, right? And so the view of life for someone who's in apathy is hopeless. And the process is abdication, right? And so I went through this whole thing where abdication, the meaning of abdication, if we can look that up here. Abdication. Because I didn't know. Abdication means an act of abdicating or renouncing the throne in the context of you being the king.
You're renouncing?
Yeah.
Renouncing, okay.
Or failure to fulfill a responsibility or duty.
Okay.
Now, as I read that, I was like, interesting.
So you're stepping down from the throne. You're failing to be responsible for like what your own actions control your life. So being apathetic.
So being apathetic, your process, how you're processing that emotion is by abdicating. It is renouncing control, renouncing
or responsibility for your own
responsibility.
Life, right?
When you were yes, dude, I was like, oh fuck, okay. So in order to like clear this shit, in order to get past apathy, you need to accept responsibility. You need to accept responsibility.
And you
for
stop
your
apathy and go to the next level of consciousness.
You need to take more responsibility. I was like, oh shit.
That is the most useful fucking graph in the world.
This is it.
Period.
Like all you need to do is go to like the process, right? Let's say, for example, you just go to a random one on the lower survival paradigm here. Let's say it's anger, right? No, actually, no. Let's do fear, right? Fear. Withdrawal. Your process is withdrawal. Let's look at this. Let's look at the definition of withdrawal.
To go away from, to avoid.
To pull out.
Yeah.
You know people don't got that shit. I look up this shit, of course it says withdrawal method. Pull out method.
Oh jeez. I go right there.
No, well, so an act of taking out money, of course, right? But then I don't really want this definition, so I think I'm just gonna. This isn't really in the same context. I think. Let me see. Taking back something that's been possessed. So, an act of withdrawing, retreat, removal, or detachment. So, okay, this is a thing. So, when you are in fear, your processing of that is detachment.
Okay.
Not detachment from. It's detachment from.
Not the meditation kind of detachment.
No.
Right.
It's like detaching from like the present moment, possibly. Detachment from like associating with others.
Fear.
That kind of shit. Fear.
So basically detachment in the sense of a lack of engagement.
Yes.
That's what it's talking about.
Yes.
It's a lack of engagement. And
it wouldn't just be towards certain things, it would be through life overall. Withdrawal from life.
Because you're scared of something.
Because you're scared.
So you avoid it completely.
So you avoid and you don't engage with life.
Okay.
And so, of course, the opposite is to engage with life.
So fear being like not of a specific thing, but of like a state of mind you're in.
Yes.
In general.
In general.
So like if you're fearful in general, this is how you process that.
And of course, if you look
at I know people. Like
yes. The predominant
very
emotional
close
state,
to me.
The predominant emotional state, anxiety. Like this is the emotional state they'll be in most of the time, right? View of life, frightening. Everything's fucking scary.
Yes, dude. I'm not gonna say anything. Like obviously, like I know.
Yeah, I know. And then the God view. I don't know. This thing isn't really that much important to me because it just feels like you're just looking up at God and then asking like, how do you view God? But the God view is punitive. Punitive meaning like punishing.
That makes a lot of sense.
Punishing. It's like avoiding punishment from him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Viewing him as this, guys like, if you don't do good, I'm gonna spank that ass.
Yeah.
I'm about to send you to hell type shit. You know what I mean?
You're going straight to hell.
You're going straight to hell.
Gonna burn in hell
for all eternity. Bro, but yeah, this thing is great. This thing is great. I want to do like a whole video series just seeing how to like rise from this. Now the challenge in making this is going to be getting into the higher ones where, let's say you're in neutrality and the process is release, right? Isn't really a bad thing. How do you rise above that? It's at that point it's just looking up at the higher like energy states and then choosing to be that,
Okay.
That's about it. But I guess getting out of the lower survival paradigm, that's
key.
Yeah. Yeah,
get out of the survival paradigm.
Because like once you're out of survival, that's when now you can live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's now that's where you can start making strides.
I'll leave a link on the screen so people can see the fucking graph and what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah.
You can follow along or just look at it's the most fucking insightful graph I have ever fucking seen. Ever. And
I've seen it a long time ago.
I haven't. Like when I found out about this and I was looking at this, I was like, how?
Yeah, this is right there.
Man. Fucking why? And you gotta be honest with yourself when you look at this graph too. Like, where are you, bro? Because it's helpful. Because if you're honest with yourself and see where you are, this almost shows you how to get up to the next thing.
And the one thing I've realized, because I've asked a couple of people, where do you think you are on this scale, right? Everyone always places themselves even higher up. Right?
I know I didn't.
And I questioned myself.
I was like, dude, I'm in anger a lot.
Yes. And you know, like,
and then you know the thing with. Listen, you know what freaked me out? You know what freaked me out about the anger consciousness state? What? You know the fucking emotional state or whatever the fuck it is of being in anger is fucking desire. I was like, stop! I'm gonna go fucking jump off a cliff.
No. The emotional, the emotional state is hate, right? But desire is right now like under it. You know?
Shut up, motherfucker. No. Okay, yeah. So okay, never mind. Scratch that. But like, remember I told you I was in anger or desire a lot.
Yeah. Those two are like
vengeful, denying, disappointed, antagonistic. Yeah, like
it interchanges. It bounces up and down. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely pride, courage. What can I even say? I'm in courage. I'm not so sure. I feel like if I had to do mine, it would be anger and desire are my two strongest fucking things. I feel are anger and desire. So I'm still in the survival paradigm, basically.
Yeah.
Pride, like I would say sometimes, but it would be like anger, desire, my top two. Third would probably be pride. I'd want to say are my like three states of being currently.
When you're the one you're in majority.
Yeah, the majority of the time is pride, anger, and desire. Desire, I would actually currently say is my top. Is desire. Desire, anger, those are very, very high for me. Currently.
Yeah, you know, when I ask myself now if I'm in apathy, that doesn't, like, I usually, like, when you ask yourself and you sort of like sit there and like think about it for a second, your brain tells you. Your mind sort of tells you.
It's fucking honest.
You're honest as fuck, especially if you make it a habit of not lying to yourself, which I definitely don't lie to myself.
Yeah,
you know
I don't.
I sit there and I'm like, you know what?
I'm like, motherfucker, this is what you're doing right now. Like, you know that, right? You know, like, very, like, honest with myself.
And you know what? I asked myself, like recently, I was like, am I in apathy? And then I don't, so, like, right now, you know, that used to be the case.
Yeah.
That used to be the case, and I've always, and then because I was aware of that, I really wanted to get out. And, you know...
Yo, hashtag let's get out of this survival
Let's get out. Hashtag get out of the survival
paradigm. Fucking survival paradigm.
Like, for fuck's sake. But, like, the one thing, if I was to point at where I'm at now, it would have to be... I am trying to exercise a lot more courage, so there is that.
Okay.
There's that. But fear is definitely there. Fear and desire, that's where I'm at right now. Fear and desire, a lot of that.
Yeah, we're in that like orange, that like low orange sort of state.
Yeah. Like, it's not like I'm like super anxious, but it's like there's certain situations where like I just don't know how to handle myself.
Fear, you know that fear and that anger go hand in hand. Yes. Like, they're very relatable. Yes. Because like I was thinking about what I'm afraid of.
All three of them are.
That's why they're like the same color.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about how, if you know, what I'm afraid of is, you know, 40, 50 years go by and I'm like, I didn't live the life I wanted to live.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me scared.
Mm-hmm.
That makes me scared. That makes me very anxious. That makes me very anxious. See, we're honest.
Facts, bro. Sometimes I ask myself, like,
we can't sit here acting like we made it.
Right, exactly.
All we do is learn new things and share information.
This is all this documentation, this documentation of the process, you know what I mean?
Damn, these mugs get hot. Is yours hot?
Oh, yeah.
It's weird. Why is it getting hot? Like it's a fucking processor or some shit.
Oh, that sound.
It's reducing my ball testosterone, my sperm count.
Yeah, it's so close to my crotch, bro. My kids gonna come out.
I'm getting prostate cancer as I speak.
My kid's gonna turn out into a cyclops, bro.
Yes, I know prostate cancer isn't a funny thing to be joked about. You fucking bastard. I don't care. Fuck you and your prostate.
Don't laugh. My uncle had prostate cancer.
And that sucks. And that's terrible.
Yes, of course.
But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
What can you do?
Jokes will always offend someone. All right, that's enough for an episode.
We went in on this one for sure.
Damn,
went in on this.
You can. So it's gonna be reduce and slash or. Reduce desire and slash or increase sacrifice. Mm-hmm. You're doing both all the fucking time.
Just trading one for another.
Yeah, maybe we'll go over the map of consciousness by R.R. Hawkins.
R.R. David R.
R.R. Hawkins at some point, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That'd be a good episode.
Man,
we talk and then you just go into like
contemplation mode. Yeah, facts, bro. Hey,
but don't let this shit make you overthink yourself into being paralyzed.
No,
okay?
no. Keep moving forward.
Do
not let it stop you.
Yeah. Don't let this shit paralyze you. I know this kind of shit can paralyze me sometimes. Oh. Now every single time I go to pick up a controller to play Resident Evil 4 Mercenaries mode, I'm like, you're sacrificing time, and then like my head will give me a list of shit.
Yeah. All the fucking time. And listen, if you're gonna do these things, let's say if you're gonna go fuck a bitch, if you're gonna go play video games, you're gonna do any of these vices, right? At least be present in them fully.
Yes.
At least be present in them. Do not have your mind whisper like, bro, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. That is the worst space to be really in a spot imagining, wishing that you were somewhere else.
If you're playing a video game, be there and play the fucking video game.
Enjoy the fucking video game.
If your head is on something else, then you need to do that before you come to the video game. If it's like, dude, I should have gone to the gym today. Well, go to the gym, then you can come back and enjoy that game.
Exactly.
You know, your head's always sort of telling you what it preferred to do or what was better for it.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. Yeah. All the time.
Again, this sentence comes up. You're playing the game, right? Your head echoes, reduce desire or increase sacrifice, right? You know what you're supposed to do, right? If you constantly chose, like, you know what? I'm going to play this game. I'm not going to worry about that right now. You chose to sacrifice what you desired to play this game. Remember that. You chose it. And vice versa. Damn.
But anywho.
That's something you gotta fucking remember. Have to remember. Let this stay with you, bro. Let this stay with you. Or gal, whoever's watching. Hey.
But to your benefit and not your detriment.
Yes.
Stay top, get top.